And now
Hello,
for the Pokemon
everyone,
items,
and
as teased in the
welcome
last
back
episode.
to the Croneo
Also
region,
created by
my
Dr. BB, link
Fakemon
to show
region
description, of
based on
course.
Scotland. I realised that despite commissioning a bunch of item art, I have not really explained them in much depth.
Well,
So
it seems
that's
they're
what this
mostly for
video
trade
is.
evolutions,
Starting off,
so
I
what
felt like
more is
adding
there
new
to explain?
evolution stones very early on into this project, using them mainly for the new variants.
Do you
I
really need
made
to explain
for
that much
Vaporeon
how
and
stones
Flareon.
are worth in
Although
Pokemon?
I
Oh, there's
saw
always
wider
the new
utility
people.
for them. The first is the Aura Stone, which is used for fighting types, since the
Well, is it gonna be a hold item
aforementioned
too that also gives like a
Flareon
power boost?
requires it. But so does my fighting type variant of Rosalia to evolve into Roserade, and I felt it made sense for my Pika clone, Nezumiruto, to evolve via a stone.
Since it's the electric
like Pikachu
fighting,
does
yeah.
with Raichu. And since Nezuken is a fighting type, why not a fighting type stone? I
Makes
commissioned
sense to me,
Formiga
I
Fakemon
guess.
for this. I chose Aura as an element to represent fighting, since
Yeah.
Aura has commonly been used to depict the essence of fighting type.
It's
Then this
iconic
way
to
make special
Pokemon.
fighting type moves like Aura Sphere. Speaking of, the
Yep.
Aura Stone is modelled after how Aura Sphere is usually depicted when Lucario is using it. From now on, all
Such a
items,
great
unless
Pokemon.
stated otherwise, were done by
The coldest
Pokemon.
take
The
on
Feather
Earth, but
Stone,
still,
meanwhile,
Lucario is
essentially
cool.
the Leaf
I know,
Stone, but with
I
a
know there's
feather,
haters,
since most
but
flying types are
yeah,
birds.
he's kind
I
of
will
done
admit,
death,
none
but
of the
doesn't stop
flying
the
type
fact he's
Pokemon
cool.
that need it are birds. But shh. I just felt like the
Yeah.
Pokemon that required it, Eevee into Croneo and Vaporeon, and Croneo and Cryogonal into
Yeah, neither the
Orthogonal,
Pokemon, the
were right
feather
for this
stones, or
evolution
birds.
method.
Good job.
Speaking of
Oh well.
Cryogonal, you may have noticed
That's
that
the way
it
it
has two
goes,
forms.
I
You
guess.
can switch between them in the same way you can swap
Oops.
Rotom's forms using the Rotom catalog. That is why the imbalance
Well, I could have also done the
modeled
Thunderstone.
after the Rotom catalog, loosely. I decided
Loosely.
to make it resemble an iPad or Kindle due to being more technologically advanced than a
Fun.
book. It changes the balance of
To
water
clarify, this is what
molecules
the item
in
does,
clouds,
which changes the
i.e.
form of the
how much
Cryogonal.
they
There is
clump
no such
together.
object in
The
reality.
more water droplets clump together, the darker the clouds get.
It's
So it
fan-made.
swaps both the rain and thunder
This is
forms of
pure
Cryogonal.
sci-fi.
Back onto the evolution
Which means it'll be real in about
items.
20
All of the
years.
remaining
Oh wait, no,
ones
this
in
is a cool
video
invention that would
are
help
modeled after
humanity.
the
It's
Pokemon
never
which you
coming
get
out.
as a result of using this item. I introduced two new items that help Eevee evolve, both of which require it to be held by Eevee during another event before evolving. The first of which is the Pride Pebble, which helps evolve Eevee.
This way you
into
can summon
Prydean.
gay,
In case
Jan.
you're not
I'm
familiar,
kidding.
I was thinking of making a normal evolution.
There's no gay in this universe.
So then I thought of the LGBT+ community and Pride. Naturally, whatever item was used, if any, had to be colourful. Funnily enough, my main inspiration was the Oval Stone, since it's a rock that isn't your traditional evolution stone. I also liked the alliteration of the name Pride Pebble, and thought it sounded cute. And plus, it isn't an evolution stone,
It is alliteration.
so I don't think it should have been called something stone. Something I realized
Fair enough,
later
I guess
is
it
that
only
it's
works on
very
one
throwable,
Pokemon.
Kinda like the first brick at Stonewall? That may be a stretch. Most,
That's
but
kind
not
of a
all
stretch.
evolution items have a secondary purpose, such as the King's Rock or Metal Coat. The Pride Pebble boosts the power of all special moves, just by a little bit. I was thinking about a
1%.
20% increase. However,
It ain't no
if
badge
this move is
boost.
normal type, this would be a bigger increase, perhaps 50%. Don't take these numbers as gospel. I'm not a game designer, so I don't know if these are
Yeah, this is a fake
the
Mon
other
region
item is
after
the
all.
Draken Helmet, which, when held
There
by
is no
Eevee,
real game.
turns it into a Draconion after a trade. And yes, a trade. I felt like it was a fairly archaic and difficult method, which works for a dragon type. There
Makes
would be
sense,
an
so I guess this was
NPC
the
in
big
mid to late
retcon
game
of
who
the
is
previous
happy to touch
episode.
trade with you. So trade evolutions are less of a hassle. It comes from a Greek name meaning dragon, which to me sounded awesome. And dragon helmets are a common fantasy trope. You'd think
And they
the
look
item would do
cool.
something to
Dragons
boost the
are just
power of
cool.
dragon
End of
types.
story.
I actually decided to make it more defensive, since it's a helmet, protecting the wearer by reducing damage received from Dragon's most prominent weakness, Fairy. Fairy is also the most powerful type, so this in a way kind of combats that. When
I
showed
still
this
love the
item
fact
on my
that how do we
Instagram,
counter the
people were
broken type of
confused
dragon
why it
type? Let's make
protected against
a
Fairy
type that
types.
counters
I
completely.
hope
So
this is
Fairy
good
just
stuff
became the
up.
new
next
broken
item is
type.
easy
Good
enough.
job,
The
guys.
Malt Barrel, based on whiskey barrels. This can be used, much like an evolution stone, on Croneo and Sinistea.
It would be neat if though the Dragon Helmet also prevents damage from Fairy type moves, or at least reduces
In
it.
fact, it did have a gimmick of there being two different kinds for the authentic and phony forms. I decided at
Fun.
least for the purposes of presenting this region, there would only be one. I was never a
Yeah,
fan
simplicity.
of the Sinistea gimmick, but I know plenty of people are. Maybe in the actual hypothetical
Yeah.
games, there would be two different barrels for the authentic and phony Croneo and Sinistea. Much like
I mean,
the
it's a
Pride Pebble
fine
before
idea,
it,
I guess.
The Sacred Parchment is
It's not
used to evolve
offensive or anything
Trimecho
like that.
into Time Monarch while it levels up while holding the item. I felt like the scroll aesthetic made sense for a Pokemon based on Macbeth, the play, and to some extent the king. Inspired by the lore behind Chimecho being to do with warding off spirits, which directly inspired Chimonarch with its connection to curses and its new normal typing, I wanted to make
that means
the
probably someone who would name the Chimecho Horatio.
Dealt by ghost types. So in a way, it's the ghost version of the
Which probably wouldn't be allowed by Game Freak
way of using
because
it to evolve a Pokemon.
I know it's not spelled that way, but it
weather
doesn't mean
setting
the
items.
pronunciation
Yes,
won't allow it.
you heard me correctly. These items would be consumable.
Coffagrigus was
weather
banned,
wouldn't
don't
last
forget.
very long. Coupled with the buffs I gave to Forecast, consider these more an extension of your cast form. For more information, watch my cast form video.
It's 5
Anyways,
minutes.
The Fog Bomb sets up Fog, turning cast form into its very type Foggy form. I was inspired by the Smoke Bomb in Legends Arceus. And then we have the Whoopee Cushion, named and based on the real-world object, due to that being funny, and it causes air to rush out. This sets up
if you
the
think
weather
farts are
introduced,
funny, it passed the
being
grade of
wind,
13.
Which transforms cast form into its new windy form.
Okay, it has
Croneo
its
also
moments.
has 4 fossil lines, so therefore 4 fossils, which when revived produce the base Stagemon of those lines. The 2 ice-type fossils are single stage, and the 2 rock types are 2 stage. In particular, the Frozen Claw gets revived into Squirrage, the Frozen Horn gets revived into Tunstag, the Plate fossil gets revived into Arthortect, which evolves into Agaplura, and the Spearhead fossil gets revived into Tic-Tackle, which evolves into Obsidilik. I did have 2
Joys
other
and
items
joys
that
alike.
were originally intended for
You had
evolving
rods, I
some Pokemon.
remember.
I may not scrap them entirely, but they won't be used for evolution anymore. The
Well,
first was a
F
new
that
berry
then.
called the Nisha
Maybe we can
berry,
just use them for like
which is
power
based on the
boost moves.
Nightshade, which
So
is
like I think they were like
poisonous. This would
tablets
be a
or
much
gems
weaker
or something
version
that
of
boosted
Toxic
power
Orb,
moves in
mainly
Gen
by
5.
inflicting poison and being consumable.
I never used
Using this
those
berry
things.
would
I
have
think they
triggered
had something like
evolution
that
in some
effect though.
Mon, but I scrapped this.
Yeah.
Another item which I got Formiga to do once again was the Special Rod. I scrapped this as an evolution method due to its complexity.
So that was
What it
another
would have
scrapped
been was
idea.
Once it was held by a Pokemon, and it gets hit by a special move, the Special Rod would store the type of
I
said
remember
move,
this
a
explanation,
charge, if you will, as well as
Discarded.
make the
Oh,
move
well.
deal no damage. The charge would have gone away either by the Pokemon using an attack.
To be fair,
move,
there's a lot of
which would
Pokemon
change
ideas
the
that get
type
left
to
on the
match
cutting room
the
floor.
charge,
Some for better,
or
some
if
for
the
worse.
Pokemon evolved using this charge, since the charge would remain after battle unless if it's released. Here are all the type charges for the Special Rod. It may still
Just
be
forget I
used as a
commissioned them,
battle
I'm at
item,
least going to
but
show
it was
them
too
once.
complicated for evolution
Makes
methods,
sense.
so I felt like scrapping it.
It is a
And
little
that's all
complicated
of
because
the
you gotta rely
items
on the
that are part
opponent
of
to
my
hit you
Pokemon
with that
region,
specific move to
Croneo.
evolve that specific
Like, comment,
Pokemon and keep
subscribe,
that
and share.
specific
Check out
charge.
my Instagram and
It's
Discord
there's
in
too
the
many
description.
variables.
If
Just
you
give them,
want to
just
help
give,
out
just
with
give me
my
the
content
rock.
and have the
At
means
least
to
I know
do
what the
so,
rock
why not give me
does.
some money by joining my Patreon or becoming
I
a
know,
YouTube
not the Dwayne
member.
Johnson, I
You
mean
get
the
to see
Stone,
some
obviously.
content early, as well as access
Yeah.
exclusive chats on my Discord
Please
server.
support the
Also, check
official
out the website
release.
mentioned, as well as the rest of the video series. With all that said, have a good one.
Yeah, it makes sense that some ideas unfortunately got left on the cutting room floor, but again, that's Pokemon stuff. I mean, we've seen like the beta leaks of Gen 2, that Typhlosion we shall not be discussing further. There's a lot of Pokemon ideas that are left on the cutting room floor. It's like, some of them are like, oh, I wish that Diggy had invented it. Some are just like, oh, I'm glad that was cut, just jeez, what would have happened. But it is always a neat thing to go into, just, you know, just what could have been, and that what could have been is sometimes more interesting than what was, you know. I said before, just like we've all like heard those movies and shows and stuff where it's like the backstory to get to this point was far more interesting than the final product. And yeah, there have been a couple Pokemon games with a story behind the scenes that might have been more interesting. At least mine have, I don't know, Game Freak and Nintendo don't really talk much about the behind the scenes stuff, which is probably for the best, honestly, keep the privacy and all that, but still, like, nothing at all? I don't know. Would have been interesting, I guess. Then again, given how good the Pokemon community is into getting the ROM hacks and leaks and stuff like that, wouldn't be surprised if there was, well, ways that they find out that sort of stuff. I mean, don't forget how frickin' Sun and Moon leaked. Here's your beta of all the Pokemon games. Don't worry, we took all the original base Pokemon out so you can't find the new ones that way. They didn't bring the shiny forms out, though. Oops. That was an oversight. You know, sometimes I wonder if Game Freak or Nintendo are idiots or they do this stuff on purpose. A little bit of both, maybe. I mean, was it never apply to malice, you can apply to stupidity or something like that, but it is funny if they just like, oh, dang it. Oh, well. We just left 100, yeah, I think it was around 100 Pokemon in there. They would say 150, it was like, they didn't invent that many. It's not Unova. Don't ask me the exact number of new Pokemon they added in Gen 7. I can't tell you. I'm not that much of a nerd. But yeah, anyway, cool new items that do cool things and mostly help you evolve your Pokemon and do special stuff, but that's kind of the idea of items. I mean, it's not going to go through all the HMs and TMs and stuff like that. That's too much work for anyone. Just, it is what it is, whatever, easier that way. And yeah, these items are cool ways to evolve your Pokemon in ways that aren't just level up or trade, even though some are necessary for a trade, but hey, it is what it is. Overall, neat Pokemon, neat designs, and neat items that unfortunately some got scrapped, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's the end of the episode, so thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, check out Dr. Eevee, links to the description below. Until next time, later.